Today we will discuss in details this topic, the periodic law and periodicity. What is the development of the periodic table? Development of periodic table is one of the most significant achievements in the history of chemical sciences. Now question is here that why we need the periodic table, and also we can say that what is the importance of periodic table and what type of information give the periodic table. The periodic table provides a basic framework to study the periodic behavior of physical and chemical properties of elements as well as their compounds. How we can define the periodic table? A tabular arrangement of elements in the order of increasing atomic numbers in rows and columns give the regular repetition of properties of the elements is called periodic table. Now we'll discuss about historical background. Different scientists made different contribution in development of periodic table. Those who made memorable contributions in this field are Arazi, Dobriner, Newland, and Mendeleev. First one Arazi, second one Dobriner, third one Newland, and fourth one is Mendeleev. Now we'll discuss about the Arazi contribution in the development of periodic table. Arazi classifies was based on the physical and chemical properties of substances. यानी अराजी की क्लासिफिकेशन जो थी वो अकॉर्डिंग टू फिजिकल एंड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस. देन सेकंड वन हमारे पास है जॉन वॉल्गैंग डब्राइनर. John Wolfgang Dobriner gave the concept of triads in 1829. Dobriner is a German chemist, arranged then non-elements in groups called triads as each contained three elements with similar properties. जॉन डोब्रायनर ने जो एलिमेंट्स को ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड किया उसमें थ्री एलिमेंट्स का एक ग्रुप बनाया और थ्री एलिमेंट्स हैव द सेम प्रॉपर्टीज या resembling in the properties. Dobriner triads. Dobriner grouped elements to show that atomic weight of a middle element were an average of two similar elements. Example of Dobriner triads. The atomic weight of bromine might be the arithmetical mean of the atomic weight of chlorine and iodine. Chlorine having the atomic weight 35.45 and iodine having the atomic weight 126.90, 35 and 126 plus divide by 2 is equal to 80.470. This number is not much greater than that found by Berzelius. Berzelius is a chemist. He gives the idea about the symbols of the elements and also give information about the atomic numbers of the elements in the modern periodic table. Then third one हमारे पास है John Newland. John Newland was an English chemist. Arrange the elements in order of increasing atomic masses. He arranged elements in groups with 7 members, each similar to the octave of the musical scale. He noticed that every 8 element had some properties in common with the first one. That's why Newland gave the law of octave, referred to as Newland law of octaves. यानी न्यूलैंड ने कहा था, जो उसने एलिमेंट्स को अरेंज किया, उसने 7 एलिमेंट्स का एक ग्रुप बनाया। देन उसने देखा कि फर्स्ट 1 एलिमेंट की जो प्रॉपर्टीज थी वो रिसेंबल करती थी 8 1 एलिमेंट के साथ। देन फोर्थ हमारा साइंटिस्ट है जी मेंडलीव। मेंडलीव have the great contribution in the development of the modern periodic table. In 1869, a Russian chemist and teacher published a table of the elements. Mendeleev arranged the elements in the periodic table in order of increasing atomic masses. All these periodic tables give the concept Arazi, Dobriner, Newland and Mendeleev. मिसकंसेप्शन इस इन सारे पीरियोडिक टेबल में कुछ ना कुछ मिसकंसेप्शंस थी जिसकी वजह से ये एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं थे। द earlier periodic tables were arranged according to increasing atomic weights, and this misplaced several elements such as argon having atomic weight 40, potassium 39, cobalt, nickel, tellurium, and iodine in this periodic table. All these elements misplaced in the periodic table of the Mendeleev. Then another scientist take part in the development of the periodic table is Henry Moseley. Henry Moseley working start from 1887 to 1915. Henry Moseley introduced the concept of atomic number in 1913. As a result, modern periodic table was arranged according increasing atomic number rather than atomic weight. But the previously atomic periodic tables was arranged according to the atomic weight. In 1913, using X-ray diffraction spectra, Moseley showed a systematic relationship between wavelength and atomic number, resulted in arrangement of the periodic table by increasing atomic number rather than atomic weight. जब हेनरी मॉसले ने एटॉमिक नंबर का कंसेप्ट दे दिया तो क्या हुआ कि मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल को अरेंज किया गया ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग एटॉमिक नंबर rather than atomic weights. Now we can define the periodic law. Periodic law defined as when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic number, there is a periodic repetition of their physical and chemical properties. In the modern periodic table, elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic number rather than atomic weights. Now we'll discuss about the feature of the modern periodic table. The periodic table is divided into horizontal rows called periods or series and the vertical columns called groups, columns भी और families भी. Periods को हम rows, periods और series बोलते हैं और groups को columns, groups और families. Periods are assigned in Arabic numerals 1 to 7. Groups are assigned in Roman numerals 1 to 8. There are 18 vertical columns which consist 16 group of elements. There are 8 groups which are numbered by Roman numerals 1 to 8. Each group divided into 2 subgroups designated as A and B. This numbering is according to the traditional system of nomenclature. What is traditional system of nomenclature? Is also called the North American system of nomenclature, and also is according to IUPAC. IUPAC stand for International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. You can say that this nomenclature is according to North American system and International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. These groups contain the representative or normal elements are labeled as A subgroups. हमारे जितने भी A subgroups हैं, all these elements are called normal elements or representative elements. The elements of B subgroups are called transition elements or less typical elements. All these elements are less typical and transition elements, but the elements belongs to A subgroup is called normal elements or representative elements. So the first period having n is equal to 1k, n indicate the number of main energy level for the elements in a periodic table. So first the period has only one main energy level for the elements. Period 1 contained the two elements hydrogen and helium. Period second and third both are the short periods and having the 8 elements in these periods. 8 elements in these periods. All these elements of both periods are the representative elements because all these elements are belong to A subgroups. All these elements belong to A subgroup. That's why we call these elements are representative or normal elements. Period 4th and 5 are called long periods. Each period contained 18 elements. Both periods contain representative elements as well as transition elements. इन दोनों पीरियड्स में हमारे पास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव एलिमेंट्स भी हैं और ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स भी हैं. वो एलिमेंट्स जो ए सब ग्रुप से हैं वो हमारे रिप्रेजेंटेटिव एलिमेंट्स हैं और वो जो हमारे बी सब ग्रुप से हैं वो हमारे ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स हैं. देन है जी हमारे पास पीरियड 6. द पीरियड 6 आल्सो अ लॉन्ग पीरियड contain 32 elements, 8 representative elements and 10 transition elements. Now here is a new set of 14 elements, called lanthanides because they are all start from lanthanum. Lanthanum have 57 atomic number and then it cerium to fluoranium, cerium having the 58. lanthanide इसको हम इसलिए lanthanides कहते हैं क्योंकि ये स्टार्ट होते हैं फ्रॉम lanthanum से. All these elements, lanthanides, are also called rare earth elements. The period number 7 n is equal to 7. Okay, this period 7 is incomplete and so far. Two normal elements or transition elements and 10 transition elements is called All these elements under the lanthanides are called actinides. We call these actinides because it start from actinum and then थोरियम, पोलोनियम, यूरेनियम टू लरेनियम तक ये हमारे all these elements are actinides. थोरियम, पोलोनियम, starting francium, radium, actinium, thorium, polonium and uranium are naturally radioactive elements हैं, but other elements नेपच्यून से आगे तक जितने भी हैं वो मैन मेड रेडियो एक्टिव एलिमेंट्स हैं और मैन मेड रेडियो एक्टिव एलिमेंट्स को ट्रांस यूरेनियम एलिमेंट्स बोला जाता है. So we can say that francium, radium, actinium, thorium, polonium, uranium are naturally occurring radioactive elements, while the remaining are man-made radioactive elements are called transuranium elements. The elements can be grouped in the periodic table according to the general properties into three classes. Three classes of elements are metals, non-metals and metalloids. In the periodic table, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे हमारी मेटल्स होती हैं, देन मेटलाइड्स, एंड ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड पे हमारी नॉन मेटल्स होती हैं. जैसे हम पीरियोडिक टेबल में मूव ऑन करते हैं फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट, इट विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम मेटल्स टू नॉन मेटल्स. Here you can say that all these metals, these metalloids, and these are non-metals. Now we will discuss about the electronic configuration in the periodic table. Elements belong to the same group have the same number of valence electrons. Elements belonging to the same period have the same number of shells. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन जो हमारी अल्कली मेटल्स होती हैं, ये हमारे पीरियोडिक टेबल में जो फर्स्ट ग्रुप है वो हमारा अल्कली मेटल्स हैं, सारी की सारी एक्सेप्ट हाइड्रोजन के अलावा लिथियम से फ्रांसियम तक हमारी अल्कली मेटल्स हैं. देन सेकंड ग्रुप हमारा जो है वो अल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल्स है. सेकंड ग्रुप अल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल्स है. फोर्थ ग्रुप को हम चाल्कोजेंस कहते हैं. फोर्थ ग्रुप को चाल्कोजेंस कहते हैं बिकॉज ये कॉपर गिवर्स होते हैं. देन हमारे पास ये वाली जो हैं ये हमारी हेलोजेंस हैं, एंड देन ये वाली हमारी नोबल गैसेस हैं पीरियोडिक टेबल में. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन में क्या है कि जितने हमारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एन एस ऑर्बिटल में हमारे कितने आ जाते हैं 2. तो हमारी जितनी भी अल्कली मेटल्स हैं इनकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन कितनी होगी NS1. ग्रुप 1 हैव इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन NS1. अल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटल्स ग्रुप 2 have electronic configuration NS2. Group third A having electronic configuration NS2 NP1. Then NS2 NP2. 5 वाला NS2 NP3. Then हमारा 6th है NS2 NP4. 7th NS2 NP5. यानी 7 पूरे हमने करने हैं. देन ग्रुप 8 A are all the noble gases have electronic configuration NS2 NP6. Noble gases are the most stable gases. They do not have the tendency to react with other ones, but in rare condition में xenon जो है वो हमारी reactive इसके compounds काफ़ी देखने को मिले हैं और देते भी है xenon compounds अपने. Now we will discuss about the Classification of elements based on s, p, d and f orbitals. Elements are easily differentiated from one another because of differences in the number of their outermost electrons. The first two columns to the right of the periodic table fill up the ns orbitals and are referred to as s block elements. Then n p block elements कौन से होंगे हमारे? The last 6 columns fill up the np orbitals and are called the p block elements. Between the s block and the p block elements are 10 columns which filled up with the n1 n-1 d orbitals. These are the d block elements. On the lower part of the periodic table are two series, lanthanides and actinides, of the elements which fill up the n-2 f orbitals and are called f block elements. यानी lanthanides and actinides are the f block elements. Periodic table में first two groups are the s block, all these D block and then लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे हमारा ये P ब्लॉक है और जो पीरियोडिक टेबल के लास्ट टू सीरीज होती हैं लेंथिनाइड्स एंड एक्टिनाइड्स आर द F block elements. S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. Predicting the periods and groups. The period and groups of an element can be predicted from the electronic configuration of that element. The following guidelines can help in determining the period and group of an element. If the electronic configuration of the element ends in S or P, then the element belongs to family A. Otherwise, elements belong to family B. The outermost energy of the element corresponds to its period. Now we'll discuss in details the trends of different terminologies in the periodic table. Trends in the periodic table: atomic radius, ionic radius, ionization energy, electron affinity, electron activity. Now we will discuss in detail about the atomic radius. Atomic radius, usually expressed as an atomic radius measured in picometer. Now question is here that how we can define the atomic radius. The bounding atomic radius is defined as one half of the distance between covalently bonded nuclei is called atomic radius. Two nuclei is covalently bonded, the half distance is called the atomic size or atomic radius. Two hydrogen nuclei is covalently bonded, the half of the distance of this nucleus is called atomic radius. Now we'll discuss about the trends of atomic radius in the periodic table. What will be the trend of period and what will be the trend of atomic radius in columns. As you go down a column, atomic radius increases. As you go down, electrons are filled into orbitals that are further away from the nucleus. Attraction not as strong. साइज बढ़ता जाएगा तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पे जो अट्रैक्शन होती है न्यूक्लियस की वो कम होती जाएगी. दैट्स वाई इन अ ग्रुप में टॉप टू बॉटम एटॉमिक रेडियस जो है हमारा इंक्रीज करता है. As you go in a period from left to right, atomic radius decreases. As you go left to right, electrons are put into the same orbital, but more proton and electron total more attraction is equal to smaller size. Smaller size हो जाए तो more attraction हो जाती है. That's why atomic radius decreases in the periodic table in a period from left to right. Size of atoms tend to increase on a group. Periodic table में दिखाया जा रहा है. Then size of atom tend to decrease in a period from left to right. Now we'll discuss about ionic radius. How we can define the ionic radius? Define as the distance between the nucleus of an ion and the point up to which the nucleus has influence on its cloud. If electron cloud is small, then distance between the electrons and nucleus will be small and more attraction of the nucleus for the electrons. If electronic cloud is large, then distance between the electrons and nucleus will be large and less attraction of the nucleus for the electrons. How an ion is formed? Now question is here that how an ion is formed. An ion is formed when an atom or group of atoms has a net positive or net negative charge. If a neutral atom loses one or more electron, it becomes a cation or positive ion. Positive ions are always smaller than the neutral atom from which they are formed. Then we take the example of sodium neutral atom. Suppose sodium atom have atomic radius 186 picometer. When this neutral atom loses one electron from its outermost shell, then its atomic radius will be converted into 97 picometer with positive cation, with positive cations having the smaller size. The question is here that how an anion is formed. If a neutral atom gain one or more electrons, it becomes an anion or negative ions. Negative ions are always larger than the neutral atoms from which they are formed by gaining the electrons. Suppose neutral atom chlorine atom है have atomic radius 99 picometer. When this neutral atom gain one electron in the outermost shell, then the size of the neutral atom will be greater. It will converted into 181 with anion form 181. Now we'll discuss about the trends, ionic trends, ionic radius के trends in the periodic table में. What is the ionic trends? Ionic radius trends in the periodic table. Going from left to right, there is a decrease in the size of the positive ions. Ion size trends in columns. Ion size increases as you go move down a column from for both positive and negative ions. Ionic radius and atomic radius having the same trends in the periodic table in a group move from top to bottom increases the uh, atomic size, so increases the atomic radius. इन पीरियड में लेफ्ट टू राइट जब हम मूव करते हैं तो हमारा आयनिक रेडियस और एटॉमिक रेडियस जो है वो डिक्रीज करता है. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट isoelectronic species. What is isoelectronic species? Are those atoms ions which have the same electronic configuration but different nuclear charges. Will have the same number of electrons but different number of protons. Potassium, argon, and chlorine are all isoelectronic species. Potassium, argon, chlorine is the example of isoelectronic species because all these elements have different nuclear charges but having same electronic configuration. देन हमारे पास एग्जांपल्स हैं आइसोइलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पीशीज की. फर्स्ट वन हाइड्रोजन आयन, हाइड्राइड आयन को बोलते हैं. देन हीलियम है, देन लिथियम है, लिथियम आयन है, देन बेरिलियम आयन है. अब हाइड्रोजन का एटॉमिक नंबर जो होता है वो 1 होता है. तो ये क्या करेगा, हाइड्राइड आयन बनाने के लिए एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा. ठीक. Hydrogen atom gain one electron becomes hydride ion. So hydrogen have 2 electron in its outermost shell and give 1s 2 electronic configuration. Similarly, helium have 2 electrons. It will also give 1s 2 electronic configuration. Then atomic number of lithium is 3, but when this element lose one electron, it will convert it into lithium ion, and having 2 electrons also give 1s 2 electronic configuration. Now beryllium have atomic number 4, but it will lose 2 electrons. Remaining electron is 2 and also give the 1s 2 electronic configuration. So all these elements are isoelectronic species because all these elements have same electronic configuration but different nuclear charges.